Mindful Life Practice community.
All right, here we are. And let me just tilt this a little bit. There, I think that's better. Okay, so let's start our practice today coming into a child's pose. You can come onto your hands and your knees and then just rest your forehead on your mat. Good, and then take some deep breaths in and out where you're arriving. With each breath in and out, you're just here and now. Letting go of whatever you're holding on to that needs to be let go of. Receiving whatever you need to receive. Now from our child's pose, let's walk our hands over to the right and then stretch through the left side body. And then walk your hands through center. Take them over to the left, stretch through the right side body. And then come all the way back with your hands. And then bring your body up into a tabletop. Nice, bringing your knees underneath your hips. Let's take our right arm up towards the sky. So taking a big stretch. Nice, and then thread your right arm underneath your left, landing onto the cheek. And then maybe lifting your left arm around and weaving it all the way around, hooking it near the hip. And then let's lift all the way up, landing your left palm, landing your right palm, and then we'll come the opposite way. So you can take your left arm all the way up. Nice, and then just thread your left arm under, landing on your cheek and your shoulder. And then let's come all the way back with the left palm. Nice, and then just do a few cat-cows. And then bring your spine all the way into neutral. Can you spread through your fingers, spread through your palms, tuck your toes and lift all the way up and back to a down dog. And then you can play with just bending one knee and bending the next, pressing out through the heels. And then bend through both of your knees. Let's take our feet up to meet our hands. So come to the front of the mat. Nice, coming into a forward fold. Taking an inhale, halfway lift. Good, taking an exhaled fold. And then take an in-breath, sweep your arms all the way up towards the sky. And then exhale your palms into your heart center. Let's take an inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky, big stretch. And then take an exhale, come down into your forward fold. Breathe your halfway lift. Good, exhale to lower back down. Leave your right foot where it is. We're gonna step our left foot all the way back and then land onto your left heel and lift your arms up. This is a warrior one. Nice, good. So pressing your left heel down onto the mat. Yeah, you got it, perfect, Matt. So it's like in this 45-degree angle. Good, taking another breath. And then let's just come forward with the hands. And we're gonna land onto the palms, stepping our left heel back, stepping our right foot back. Nice, and then moving through a vinyasa flow. So you can lower down, elbows going back, and then lifting up, and then coming back into your down dog. And then we're gonna take our left foot up, and then take a big step forward with the left foot. Nice, good. Landing onto the right heel again at that 45-degree angle. Good, you got it, yeah. And then lift your arms up, coming into a warrior one just for a moment. Taking a breath. And then let's hinge both arms forward and step the right foot up to meet the left. Nice, coming into a forward fold. It's really annoying me that this is like on an angle. There, I think that's a bit better. Okay, taking an inhale to halfway lift. Taking an exhale to fold, and then inhale your arms all the way up. Take your palms into heart center. Now let's do that sequence one more time, opposite side. So inhale your arms up towards the sky. Exhale to fold. Take an inhale to halfway lift. Good, exhale to lower back down. Leave your left foot, step your right foot all the way back on the mat, and then lift all the way up so you're in a warrior one on this side. Arms are reaching up towards the sky. Take another breath. And then exhale, hinge your hands forward, plant the palms. Good, step your left foot back to meet your right, and then move through a vinyasa. Nice, so lowering down, then lifting your heart. Good, coming all the way up to your down dog. And then we'll do the opposite side. So take your right leg up this time. And then pull your right knee in, step your right foot between your palms. Good, landing onto your left heel. Lift your arms all the way up, coming into a warrior one. And then we'll just take the palms forward. Step the left foot up to meet the right. Good, taking an in breath, halfway lift. Taking an out breath, forward fold. And then take your arms up towards the sky. And then bring your palms into heart center. Nice, okay, let's leave our right foot where it is. And you're just gonna lift your left knee up. So you're balancing on your right foot and you have your right knee in towards your chest. Now let's see how it would feel to extend your left leg in front of you. You're reaching your leg towards the front of the room, just holding here for 3, for 2. Good, and then on 1, can you tilt all the way back so your left leg is extending behind you? This is a warrior 3. And you can bend through your right knee. Good, taking it for 3. Nice, 2. And then on 1, can you just step your left foot all the way back? Land onto your left heel this time so your hips are open towards the side. And then you have one long extension from your right leg or right arm all the way to your left arm. And then we'll just flow elbow to knee. So reversing your warrior and then landing your elbow to your knee. Nice. I just remembered this is Vin and Yin, and we haven't done any Yin. We've just been Vinning. So we won't do much more. Maybe just one more. And then you're gonna land with your elbow on your knee, reach your arm in front of you, hold for 3, for 2. Good, and then 1, press through both feet, lengthen through your right leg, turn your right toes to the side wall, and then we'll just hinge forward, find a wide-legged forward fold. Drop your head, take a few breaths. And then press through the feet, roll all the way up to stand, taking your palms back onto your hips. We're gonna turn our right toes to the front of the mat. And then just take a big step forward with the left foot. Nice. Flow on the opposite side. So let's lift our right leg up. Have your hands at your heart center or hands on the hips, whatever helps you to balance. And then lengthen your right leg in front of you, lifting it as high as you can while keeping your heart upright. And then how would it feel to just tilt your way back and extend your right leg behind you, warrior 3. Nice. Good, take another breath. And then step your right foot all the way back. Lengthen your left arm, lengthen your right arm, deep bend through the knee, and then go with the flow on your breath. Good, just maybe doing that 2 more times. Nice, 1 more. And then come all the way up, lengthen through your left leg, turn your left toes to the side wall, and then just hinge forward again. Gripping opposite elbows, letting your head dangle. And let's release our grip and then just slowly roll all the way up. Hands onto the hips and then take a step forward. All right, a little bit of Yin. Let's come to sit down. Just a little bit, and bring our soles of feet together. And then you can either stay upright like this with your soles of feet touching and your knees towards the side. You can play with the distance as well. Your feet further away will be less intense. Your feet closer together will be a bit easier. And then take it just a breath in. And then you can come forward, hinging your body forward. And then decide what to do with your head. Just letting your head dangle. So I pulled out one of my favorite books the other day. I ended up in this front room and I saw this book on the shelf, and this is my favorite book. It's by my teacher, Rolf Gates. It's called Meditations from the Mat. And I just kind of flipped open to the first passage that popped out to me. This is one of my favorites. He said, when I first got sober, I was astounded to hear about homeless people who drank every day for years. I just did not understand how they could afford it. And what I failed to realize is the power of making something a priority. If drinking is your priority, you will find a way to do it, whether you have a roof over your head or not. By choosing to practice yoga, we're saying that our spiritual growth is important to us. We are making it a priority. Our practice is a shelter we build for our spiritual selves. It is the work that we do to safeguard and support the possibility of spiritual growth. The winds of life will constantly wear away at this shelter. But if we stick to our tools, the shelter will hold. Take another breath here. And then we're just gonna slowly roll all the way up, and you can bring your knees into close. And then slowly come all the way onto your back. Open your arms into cactus arms. Drop both of your knees over to the right. Land your right palm on your left thigh. Gaze over the left shoulder. And then let's open the right arm. Take your knees all the way up. Drop them the opposite way. So drop them to the left, gaze over the right shoulder. And then can you take your knees all the way up and then just place the soles of feet together, let the knees knock wide. Grip opposite elbows, take a couple of breaths in this pose. And then if you want to extend one leg and then the next, and then bring your palms to flip face up and plug through your shoulders, coming into your final resting pose, your Shavasana. Just dropping into a shape that is going to hold you and support you for the last few minutes. And connect to your breath. If your breath is calm, your mind is calm. Ishkava Mabu Lela, Ishkava Mabu Lela, Ishkava Mabu Lela, Ishkava Mabu Lela. Ishkava Mabu Lela, Ishkava Mabu Lela, Ishkava Mabu Lela, Ishkava Mabu Lela. Give your fingers and your toes a little wake up wiggle, stretching through your body. Making your way in no rush up to join me in a seated shape with your hands at your heart center. Closing with our intention that our practice remain steady and our efforts continuous, and that our yoga serves and benefits all beings everywhere. May all beings be safe and happy and healthy and free. May the thoughts and actions of each of our lives contribute towards this. So we'll finish with an Om. We're going to inhale and exhale. Inhale through to make the Om. So take a breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Thank you so much for joining me, for sharing this space and the practice. The light in me, it sees and it honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you for joining me.